This is Karl Moore for the Conference Board Review. Today I'm delighted to speak to Joe Andrew, who's the Global Chair of Dentons, one of the top 10 largest law firms in the world. Good afternoon, Joe. Welcome to McGill.
Thank you, Carl. Happy to be here.
Joe, it's only about 2 months ago that Dentons really became the large firm it is today. What was the logic from a global viewpoint of that occurring?
Well, almost every conversation today about economics, about law firms, about obviously any of the idea industries is really just a conversation about globalization. And globalization obviously is driving consolidation among all the professional service industries, whether it's architects or engineers or advertising companies or law firms as well. Large clients want to have one organization that they think they can go to and handle obviously the challenges they have across the globe. And so law firms are responding by finding compatriots, other firms who they think they can combine with to be able to provide those kind of services the clients want and say they need.
And usually you have almost equal number of partners in the US, Canada, the UK, and so on. Why did you take that approach as opposed to most of your competitors who are more centered in the UK or the US or wherever?
It's really client specific. I mean, our view is that in a world where diversity itself becomes the norm rather than something that is a sought after goal, the client base is not just in the United Kingdom, is not just in the United States. It's not just Anglo-Saxon. So a traditional general counsel now might have been born in Brussels, educated in England, her first job was in Brazil, she met her spouse in Singapore, and now she's here in Montreal as the general counsel of a corporation. That's a real example, by the way, I'm giving. And so she has a different outlook in the world. It's not looking for simply a big US firm that sent the Yanks in or a big UK firm that's trying to rebuild the British Empire, but a firm that has people whom actually are of the cultures in which she has an interest in having a lawyer.
So when you look at it, you're bringing in diverse firms with very different cultures. How do you form one culture and where is it going to come from?
This is one of the great challenges of leadership that's true of almost any professional service organization. Even if you're combining law firms or accounting firms that are inside the same geographic boundary, almost every big organization develops its own corporate culture, a corporate culture that can be similar in Germany and similar in France, even if a French lawyer and a German lawyer may never have spent much time together and their grandparents fought a war against each other as well. So the goal is to try to find organizations that share cultural attributes that go above and beyond nationality. And those cultural attributes tend to be formed first and foremost by the leadership, and they tend to be historically based on what kind of firm is it. Is this an accounting firm that drinks beer or an accounting firm that drinks Pinot Noir, right? And those are the attributes you really need to try to investigate when you pull people together who are in very different cultures. Now, it's also different, of course, with younger lawyers or younger professionals than with people who might be more mature, because the younger generation is much more global to begin with, and they tend to identify themselves with a set of cultural attributes that often go above and beyond nationality.